We want students to be creative thinkers. We want them to be innovators. We want them to be problem solvers. And we want to provide them the space and the ability to be able to create things and design things and manufacture opportunities within this community. And so Pathways allows them the space and the creativity to be able to really hone in on their strengths and their abilities to make a difference in the world.
When we talk about Proctor Pathways, we talk about building a culture. And this culture is all about providing those opportunities for our students to graduate with a plan instead of just planning to graduate, and to understand how what they're learning in their everyday classes applies to what they want to do after high school. We have business leaders from throughout our community reaching out to us, and as a result our students are getting opportunities to go and do internships, job shadows, and get their hands dirty in places that we didn't even think would be possible.
Students, we see them in the 9th grade, they may not be engaged in the traditional track. Then when they start finding the trades, such as culinary or welding, they're the hands-on kind of students, and we just see a transformation where now they're engaged in coming to school versus not coming to school before, being late to class, or actually being early to class and wanting to stay late.
There's so many different paths to choose from that it does keep them interested. One day they might be learning how to write a resume. The next day they're hearing from a speaker from an industry they never heard of.
We allow students to try as many different opportunities as possible. So we don't lock a student into a specific path or specific pathway. We allow them to pick and choose different experiences because we believe that exposure is incredibly important.
You can do any different job shadows, you can go college tours, you can do pretty much anything that you probably wouldn't do anywhere else.
If you want to do a career that needs 4 years of college, awesome. We have support, we have resources, we will help you do those things. If you want to join a trade, we have resources, we have those connections and networking opportunities for you. And so it really helps all students figure out what they want to do and then prepare them for that.
Our community has really embraced the fact that what we offer here for our students is vital to the health of our society and our community. So we want to make sure that we're up to the challenge of making sure our students are ready. Those combinations and partnerships with our business community are helping equip us to be able to do that for our students. Well, it is Tuesday, which means it's Pathways Day, and I know some students today have gone down to learn more about the Junior Explorer program in our auditorium. Those of you who stuck around in rail time today, I want to share a couple opportunities with you and give you some more details on a couple things. First and foremost, on Thursday, there is a virtual panel discussion available to students dealing with apprenticeships. You can hear directly from people, apprenticeship experts, who will provide an overview of registered apprenticeships as a career path. This is mostly in the trades. So if you are interested in taking part in this virtual panel discussion, come and see Mr. Hansen in his office. He will help get you registered for that and give you more details. So if you are interested in that, let him know. Also, you're going to start seeing outside teachers' classrooms, their path. And it looks kind of like this. This is actually my path to getting where I am today. It shows where I went to high school, what year I graduated, where I went to college, and the degrees I've earned, and also all the jobs that I have held up to this point, starting way back when I was a paper boy for the Duluth News Tribune at age 13. So the reason we're doing this is we want you to see, first of all, that everybody has their own path, and there is no one right path to take. And also, I want you to be able to see what teachers have done in their careers and in their lives so far, so you can maybe see if there's something that you're interested in. You might find a teacher who's already done something like that, or you could, have a teacher connect you with people who might be in certain areas and businesses and careers that you might be interested in. So it's all about building that network and that connection. So when you see these up outside teachers' classrooms, take a look at them, and see if there's anything on there that you could capitalize in, and a teacher can help you with in terms of experience and exposure. So kind of fun, but again, those will be popping up here very soon. Well, today, one of the big things that we want to show you and expose you to is a little bit about mass media production. As you know, we have a Rails TV program here at Proctor High School because mass media production is a very large industry out there. It's all over the place, all over the world, also locally here. And I know Fond du Lac Community College is having a mass media, tour of their program tomorrow from noon to 1. It's a virtual event that if you're interested in, you can talk to Mr. Hansen about being involved in that. But to kind of give you an idea as to what all goes into a television program, like a sporting event, and all the different pieces and jobs that are involved in mass media production. Here's a little video about some behind the scenes of a basketball game. And again, if you like sports or if you like to just kind of be behind the scenes in TV, there's lots of jobs available. So here's a little bit more about mass media production and behind the scenes of an event that is televised.
Welcome to the Dunkin' Donuts Center. Basically, I'm going to show you today the inner workings of a broadcast from a camera guy's point of view.
Unload the truck. Get the cameras that match the lenses, depending on how many hot cameras they need. And we'll take the elevator to the concourse.
So these cameras really come in 4 major pieces: the lens, the camera body, pan head, and the tripod. 4 pieces that you have to lug around using a cart most of the time, but in this case these guys had to use a lot of stairs. You can see how much he's laboring. Heavy breathing, a lot of sweat. None.
Right now we're setting up for slam cams for a basketball game at Providence College. Just put them up on stanchions, shoot through the glass. A little slam action going on.
Today on the audio clinic, we'll be miking up baskets. See, what I'm doing here is I'm getting a couple of lav mics, and I cable along the basket to pick up the sound of the hoop, so the TV audience can feel like they are there. You hear the bricks, you hear the swishes, you hear the pain in their voices, or the glee.
I'm patching audio for ESPN Regional Television. We are feeding a closed caption unit for this show. We have to caption ourselves, or contractor does it rather than having it done in Charlotte or Bristol.
Right now we're setting up for the on-camera open. We're going to use 2 lights, and we're going to have 2 cameras, 2 sets of sticks. We're going to put the boys on stools and have the team warming up in the background. We have a program monitor and an ISO monitor. Program is going to show the game in the fonts. ISO, the producer can route specific video feeds.
I am the technical director. What I'm in charge of is making sure that all the labels are on the monitor wall properly and that the right button is pressed during the show to execute the right maneuver without causing any problems for people at home watching the show.
I'm a video engineer, and this is where I work. And what my job is, basically, we've got 5 cameras coming into the truck, and my job is to sit here and make sure that they all look the same, that they all look good, and if somebody has to shoot into a dark part of the building, then I iris them up to make sure that you can see it. And if all the cameras match, then when the director's cutting the show, it just all kind of flows together.
I'm the EIC, the engineer in charge. I make sure that everybody has what they need to do the show, all the production guys. Basically, this is how all the video gets anywhere it needs to go in the truck. It just gives us the idea that we can patch it with these cables. It just gives us the flexibility we need to customize every show for every, customize the truck for every different show.
Right now we're building some elements for our show, Big UConn game tonight. Right now I'm looking for some shots for what's called a super bump. That's kind of how we go out to break and get everybody excited. tease them for the upcoming matchup. And we're just looking for a few shots, and I think we're going to go out with this particular shot here, this Marshawn Brooks up underneath the basket. And check it out, I'm going to steal on this end. This is from the game the other night, South Florida game, nice reverse layup. We like that, you know.
My main function is to inform people who's playing, what the score is, what the player stats are, game trends, run sponsored elements to help pay for the program, and just generally follow the game and make it more informational for the viewer.
This is the first link, fiber optics. Goes over here through a few relay points, and then it ends up in West Warwick, in the MTC, which relays it back to Lincoln somehow through the magic of fiber.
Right now, all the cameras are set up, all the audio is set up, and everybody is kind of just waiting until we can do a full fax. Now, fax means facilities check, and what that entails is a bunch of technicians going around and making sure everything's working.
Color headset check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I hear myself. I hear you. I hear you. I hear music. I'll go to talkback.
Essentially what we've done with Cox's equipment, Cox's employees, is we've taken our truck, which we actually build ourselves, taken a ESPN package or syndicated package, and now we are producing the show, also in the Providence market, but also for ESPN regional television that's aired in other markets throughout the country. So I just needed the card that says scene set. That's for out of the open. He'll read that. It's basically the exterior of the building. Quick thing about without Jim Calhoun tonight, because Shauna, her first hit, she's going to expound on the Calhoun situation a bit more.
I want to make sure he doesn't get credit for those notes. Those aren't his notes. Those are my notes. My notes. There's a lot of notes there.
He's actually got a lot of spelling errors, I've noticed.
That's what I'm talking about right there. So it gets us ready for the broadcast.
I'm glad I'm not in the truck with you tonight.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, roll A, track A.
It's just a little over an hour's drive between these two schools tonight. Providence, Rhode Island is the host city for an old school Big East matchup. Along with Holy Cross's all-time leading scorer, Ronnie Perry, I'm Don Orsillo. Welcome to the Dunkin' Donuts Center.
Jump shot of here, ready sideline stick, ready three clean.
Stay on the Friars' end. Check in with the third member of our broadcast team, Shauna Hassett.
Well, the update on Jim Calhoun is that there is no real update. He remains on medical leave, reportedly due to stress and unrelated to his previous medical conditions. They do say that his staff actually says that he's more aggressive on the phone lately, and Coach Blaney has joked that he thinks this might be the best Coach Calhoun has ever followed directions. So there's no word yet on when he'll come back.
All right, Shauna, thank you very much. First basket of the game. Vincent Council in there for the Friars.
Give me Providence free throws tonight, guys. Providence free throws.
You got five take.
4 of 11. 4 of 11. Okay.
Has been good tonight for the Huskies. Dyson very quiet for UConn.
Providence should just pull it out.
Okay. He has to lose it.
First-ranked team the Friars have played this season.
Keep coming, keep coming.
And it's a victory for Providence College.
And lose the bug. Wade is off two. Is off two.
Crowd storms the court.
The font.
Shows you the kind of respect that UConn has when you can pull off the victory against them. But Providence in a tight, tough game, Don, really got the job done down the stretch. Executed and really put this game away.
You all set? Roll beta, track beta, stand by
So the Friars with an 81-66 win against UConn, fresh off UConn's win against #1 Texas, but it's the Friars tonight on their home court at the Dunkin' Donuts Center.
Go.
For Ron Perry and Shauna Hassett, I'm Don Orsillo for our entire Big East crew. The proceeding has been an exclusive presentation of ESPN Regional Television, the worldwide leader in collegiate sports.
Stand by to dissolve beta full. And dissolve.
A total team effort. Russ Winham, the graphics team. We we were perfect.
That's it. Good night from Providence. Pack it up, move on to the next town.
Well, that's how it's done. So next season when you're watching PC basketball games, remember that they're being produced and engineered by local Cox employees. On behalf of Cox Sports, I'm Shauna Hassett. Thanks for watching.
Well, as you saw, there's a lot of people that go into a production like that, and even news broadcasts or movies or TV shows. There's so many things involved in putting something like that together. There's lots of careers, lots of opportunities there to get a job. And so again, tomorrow, Fond du Lac College is doing a multimedia communications tour of their program. So if you're interested in being a part of that virtual tour, come and see Mr. Nick Hansen today to get signed up and figure out where to be tomorrow from noon to 1 for that presentation. So again, multimedia, mass communications, mass publications, broadcasting is kind of the focus of today. And if you want more information, go check out Rails TV and Mr. Kiefit and look at maybe taking his classes to kind of get a head start if you are interested in careers in this area.